Welcome to another electriGrow video in our Grow Better series. In this video, we'll go over our electriGrow EG1 pump stand with onboard nitrate, ozone, and micronutrient ion generator. The stainless steel stand incorporates non-corroding components and is suitable for agricultural use, but should be protected from the elements in a barn, a greenhouse, or some other structure. It incorporates an onboard nitrate generator that takes in ambient air and fixes the nitrogen, allowing it to combine with oxygen, forming NO3 when injected into the water stream. Here you'll see the inlet air filter that helps filter, dry, and cool the incoming air through this red tube to the brass fitting under the nitrate generator. The whitish clear tube on the right carries that fixed nitrogen to the Venturi injector on the right-hand side of the skid. Here's a close-up of the process tree with the Venturi injector to the right-hand side. That ozone-proof tubing is connected to the injector via a compression fitting on the back side of the skid. Next is the ion controller. It sits below the nitrogen generator and provides the correct power and frequency to the ion cells to produce the beneficial micronutrient ions for fungal and bacterial control and prevention. These two clear tubes contain the patented electrodes for the ion generator. Water flows through and the ions are stripped off the micronutrient rods and into the water stream. Each type of electrode is labeled with its own prescription card, and on this skid, the one on the left is 100% copper and the one on the right is copper and zinc. One ion controller is used per cell and is connected via the weatherproof connector routed behind the skid. The valve tree after the pump controls the flow and direction of the water, either to processing or out to points of use. There is a throttle valve to control the flow and an air purge hose bib to remove air from the system and purge the water when not in use. The stainless steel valve above the throttle valve is the process solenoid valve, and the one to the right prior to the throttle valve is the outlet solenoid valve that diverts pressurized water from your nurse tank to use. The flow meter is used for ion and nitrate calculations, and the flow rate and your raw water conductivity are needed to determine the concentration of nitrate and ions. To the right of the flow meter is a nitrate and ozone injection manifold. Along with the fixed nitrogen, the oxygen in the ambient air is converted to O3 or ozone, which comes out in sufficient quantity to neutralize pathogens in your process water. Everything on the front or business side of the skid is arranged for quick visual inspection during use and is laid out in a logical and easy to follow flow pattern. The right side of the skid shows the inlet and outlet ports, and going from top to bottom are the 1-inch in-process water output. So that's the water being processed going to your nurse tank. The 1.5-inch use solenoid output that carries that processed water from the nurse tank through the pump to your points of use. And the bottom one is the 1.5-inch pump inlet from the nurse tank. Remember to install a ball valve on the nurse tank outlet to shut water off when you're servicing this equipment. Turning the unit around, you'll see the neatly laid out plumbing as well as gauge tubing and ball valves controlling the flow of water to the individual ion cells. At the bottom of the plumbing is a drain valve to remove water when not in use or prior to transport. Here's a close-up showing the ion cell number 1 closed, and here's a close-up showing the ion cell number 1 in use, so the ball valve is open, and ion cell 2 ball valve is closed. The red wire harness to the right of the ion cell ball valve is the control cable from the ion generator to its corresponding cell. The pump pressure gauge is fed from a press to fit on the pump output. The green line goes directly to the pump's pressure gauge. The system pressure line is fed from the output of the ion cells prior to the injection manifold and feeds the system pressure gauge and a pressure sensor located at the bottom of the control panel. Electrical hookup is easy with your choice of single phase, 208 or 230 volts, going to connector L1 and L2, Or if three-phase option was ordered, then L1, 2, and 3 go to L1, 2, and 3. Green is ground on those. Control power is via the L for line, N for neutral, and green for common again. Each UL-listed control panel has its own electrical drawing and schematic tucked away above the top wire rack. It will pull out to unfold a full set of electrical control wiring and paperwork. On and off as easy as flipping an OSHA yellow and red safety switch on the right-hand side of the control panel. And units with the optional float and fill valves will come with those on the skid, boxed when delivered. Well, there you have it. We hope you continue to grow better with the electriGrow EG1 Grow system. Thanks for watching.